So today, I want to get into the topic of Manny Pacquiao, Freddie Roach, and why is there no one complaining about him fighting Algieri? There's no outcry except for hardcore boxing fans on YouTube that are voicing their opinion on this whole Algieri thing, and it's not that many neither. But it's a lot of discussion about Mayweather not fighting black fighters. Mayweather should be fighting Triple G. It's like this double standard. Manny Pacquiao can fight Algieri now. Freddie Roach is already planning for his next fight to be Danny Garcia. So why are we saying Mayweather's next fight should be Manny Pacquiao when his trainer is already saying that he's campaigning at 140 and they're looking for Danny Garcia next? And no one is saying that they're ducking Mayweather. You see how foolish this sounds? He's already saying their next fight they want Danny Garcia. So how is he going to fight Mayweather in May 2015? How is that possible? How is he going to fight him this May when he already said their next fight is going to be Danny Garcia? So that fight should be happening around, I guess, if Mayweather fights in May, we already know Manny Pacquiao is going to fight in June or July then. And he wants Danny Garcia. Alright? That's already clear. So we know there's not going to be a fight in May, Manny Pacquiao versus Mayweather. We already know that. If anything, it's going to be Manny Pacquiao versus Danny Garcia, and Mayweather versus Khan, or Devin Alexander. So let's get that out the way from the jump. They already got their next fight lined up. That's who they want. They want the easy opponent. Shit, after that fight, they might say they want Zab Judah. Or Crawford. Or shit, Nonito Donaire. Or Robert Garcia's little brother. You know, who knows who they're going to want. They're going to want somebody from 135 to 140. They don't want Mayweather for real. It's bullshit. It's right in your face and no one is comprehending that they're bullshitting. Even Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, they talking about Mayweather better fight Cotto or Canelo again. He beat those two guys already. Very easily. Cotto was an exciting fight. Let's be clear. Mayweather destroyed Cotto. He almost knocked him out in the 12th round. Why do we want to see that fight again? It's the stupidest thing. But you guys want to see Manny Pacquiao fight Algieri, a guy none of us know, because he survived the match with the Russian Rocky, Provoknikov. That's what we're going with now. That's how you get Pacquiao now. I understand, but y'all want Danny Garcia, who lost to Herrera in Puerto Rico, but they gave him the fight. Alright, I see the bullshit already. But I want to go to some old interviews from Freddie Roach in 2009. Because everybody said Mayweather ducks black fighters and this and that and this and that. But I want to get to the bottom line. Manny Pacquiao's been doing a lot of ducking, cherry picking, and weight draining a lot of fighters. And the proof is in the pudding. Coming out the horse's mouth. Here goes Freddie Roach.
Shane Mosley said he even come down to 140.
I mean, Shane came to my gym twice to negotiate the fight with me. I said, Shane, can you make 142, 143? He says, no. I says, okay, there's no fight. He said, you fought Oscar at 147. I said, you're not Oscar.
What do you mean by that?
Did you just hear that? He said they want to fight. They wanted to fight Shane Mosley at 142, 143. Shane Mosley could make the weight. He was already campaigning at 147 and 154. Why the fuck would he come down to 140 to fight Manny Pacquiao if Manny Pacquiao fought Oscar at 147 and he's willing to fight Cotto at 144? See, all these fights were disadvantage for Oscar. Oscar fought Mayweather at 154. And guess who was his trainer for that fight? Freddie Roach. Because he wanted Oscar to be his natural weight, his best weight to fight Mayweather. So Mayweather had to go up. He didn't complain. He went up there and he fought him. Cotto, he did the same thing. He fought Cotto at 154, Mayweather. But they fought him at 144. But let's continue.
He's better than Oscar. You know, the thing is, why should I give him an advantage? You know, Manny holds a 140-pound title. We're not looking to go up and fight for his title.
Let me stop that again. Manny Pacquiao has the title at 140. You said you guys wanted to fight Mayweather. Mayweather just got off a win over Oscar De La Hoya at 154. And you know Mayweather fights at 147. His natural weight is 145, 147, right? So, I guess you guys wanted to fight Mayweather at 142, right? I'm just saying, let's keep going.
You know, if after this fight though with Cotto comes about and Mayweather won't come to the table, Shane will be next, I would say, because there's not many options for us out there. I mean, the big fights. You know, Manny's getting towards the end of his career. He wants to fight big fights and nothing but.
Nothing big fights. What he deserves already.
Yeah, and you know, Shane's win over Margarita. He probably deserves a big fight also. He looked really good in that fight. I mean, he's been up and down a little bit lately. And
yeah, Shane knocked out Margarito. Destroyed him. Knocked him clean out. When he was the mandatory for Mayweather. He was the reigning champ at that time. At 147. Let's not forget that. And who fucked up Shane Mosley right after Margarito, after he destroyed Margarito? None other than Mayweather.
Terrible in this fight before that, but he still came back to win by knockout, so he didn't disappoint us. And Shane's, I like Shane, he's a great guy and stuff like this, but the thing is, we can make twice as much money fighting Cotto than we can Shane. So, you know, that's the way we're going to go. I mean, it's a business right now, and Manny Pacquiao, he's going to get paid for what he does.
Absolutely. Floyd Mayweather.
I want to fight him right now. I mean, he's our first choice. He's the easiest fight out of the three.
Really?
Yeah.
He's the easiest out of the three. Sure. He fought those guys at their natural weight. They gave him a little competition in there. But guess what? Mayweather clearly destroyed Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley had a good second round. That's it. At a natural weight. He clearly destroyed Cotto. When Cotto was relaxed and at his natural weight. And he got over the stigma of him against Margarito. We all know Margarito had the loaded gloves. So Mayweather fought a good Shane Mosley. And a good Cotto. Cotto was coming off the second Margarito fight where he stopped Margarito. And Mayweather took him right after that fight. See, what you don't realize is Mayweather fights people coming off of wins. I'm going to make another video telling you how many fighters Pacquiao has fought coming off of their biggest losses. That'll be a next video.